All right, so today we're going to dive deep into the world of chemical processing supervisors.
Ooh, exciting.
Yeah, you have a big interview coming up.
Okay,
We're going to make sure you walk in feeling prepared.
I like it.
Like the chemical processing rock star you are,
Yes.
we have some really awesome resources from RoleCatcher to help us.
Oh, cool.
A career guide, which is packed with insider info, and an interview guide.
Amazing.
That's basically like a cheat sheet for all those tough questions you might get.
Perfect.
Exactly. Speaking of important things,
Yes.
let's start with the role itself.
Okay.
What exactly does a chemical processing supervisor do,
Sure.
according to RoleCatcher?
Well, you're the maestro
Ooh.
of the production process,
Okay.
conducting a symphony of reactions,
Wow.
creating those essential chemical products.
Love it.
But it's more than just technical expertise.
Right.
You're leading a team, ensuring production targets are met while upholding strict quality control and safety standards. It's a delicate balancing act, wouldn't you say?
A delicate balancing act with potentially hazardous materials.
Oh, yeah,
That's a lot of responsibility.
definitely.
No wonder the career guide highlights potential exposure to hazardous materials as a con.
It's true.
It also mentions that this is a growing field with some serious earning potential.
Yes.
High demand and high reward. Sounds like a pretty good deal
For sure.
if you can handle the pressure.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what these interview questions are designed to assess.
Okay.
Can you handle the pressure?
Right.
Do you have the technical know-how?
Uh-huh.
And can you lead a team effectively?
Yeah.
Let's jump into some of those questions.
Let's do it. First question, and I'm asking this directly to you, listener.
Okay.
What inspired you to pursue a career in chemical processing?
This might seem like an easy one,
Mm-hmm.
but it's your chance to showcase genuine passion
Okay.
and what sets you apart from other candidates.
Right.
Don't just say, I like chemistry.
Yeah.
Think about a specific moment, a mentor, a project.
Right.
Something that really ignited your interest in this field.
So, like that time in high school when you accidentally created a glowing concoction in chemistry lab
Oh.
and thought, this is it. This is what I meant to do.
Exactly, but maybe a bit less accidental.
Okay.
And more aligned with sophisticated industrial chemical processing.
Oh.
Perhaps you were drawn to the cutting-edge technology mentioned in the career guide,
Right.
or inspired by the potential to create products that can improve lives.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, make it personal and memorable.
Now, what if they follow up with something like, tell me about a specific project that solidified your interest?
Perfect opportunity to showcase your experience
Right.
and connect it back to your passion.
Nice.
Talk about a project that challenged you, where you learned something new, or where you saw the direct impact of your work.
Right.
And remember, enthusiasm is contagious.
Yeah.
Let your excitement shine through.
All right, next question, and this one is a biggie. How do you ensure the safety of your team and the environment during the chemical processing process?
Ooh.
I'm feeling the pressure already.
This isn't just about reciting safety protocols. The interviewer wants to see that safety is ingrained in your approach.
Gotcha.
Think of specific instances where you went above and beyond to ensure safety,
Mm-hmm.
like implementing a new training program
Huh.
or developing a system for double-checking critical safety steps.
And don't forget about the environmental aspect.
Right.
The career guide emphasizes sustainability as a key factor in the chemical industry.
Absolutely.
Right.
Highlight any initiatives you've been involved in to minimize environmental impact.
Okay.
Waste reduction, energy efficiency, working with greener chemicals. This shows you're not just thinking about production targets, but also the bigger picture, the
Right.
health of our planet.
Okay, question number 3.
All right.
How do you manage a team of chemical processing technicians? Time to showcase those leadership skills
This is your chance to articulate your management style. All right.
and demonstrate those essential soft skills outlined in the career guide.
Okay.
Coordination, active listening, social perceptiveness.
Mm.
Don't just tell them you're a team player.
Yeah.
Give them specific examples of how you've motivated your team, resolved conflicts,
Mhm.
or helped individuals develop their skills.
What if they throw in a curveball like, tell me about a time you had to deal with a difficult employee?
Be ready for those behavioral questions.
Okay.
Have a specific anecdote in mind that demonstrates your ability to handle challenging situations.
Right.
With fairness and open communication.
Okay.
Focus on the steps you took to address the issue
Mm-hmm.
and the positive outcome you achieved.
Okay. I'm feeling more confident already.
Good.
Next question.
Okay.
Can you describe a time when you had to troubleshoot a chemical processing issue? Sounds like they're looking for a chemical Sherlock Holmes.
Ha! Precisely.
Okay.
They want to see your problem-solving prowess in action.
Okay.
Walk them through your thought process.
How you gathered information,
Yeah.
the tests you ran, and the solution you implemented.
Okay.
Remember, clarity and concision are key here.
Right.
Don't get lost in the technical weeds.
And what if they ask, what did you learn from this experience?
Great question.
Yeah.
It shows you're not just fixing problems, but also learning and growing from them.
Nice.
Highlight how this experience made you a better chemical processing supervisor.
Okay.
Perhaps prompting you to implement new procedures or improve training protocols.
All right, on to question 5.
All right.
How do you stay current with the latest developments in chemical processing technology? Staying ahead of the curve in a fast-paced field like this must be crucial.
Absolutely.
Right.
Don't just mention reading industry magazines.
Okay.
Talk about specific professional development activities,
Yeah.
conferences you've attended, online courses you've taken,
Right.
webinars you've participated in.
Okay.
And if you have certifications like Six Sigma Green Belt,
Yeah.
definitely mention those. They demonstrate a commitment to professional growth.
The career guide also suggests subscribing to industry publications,
Yes.
joining online forums, and attending workshops.
Yeah.
It's all about being proactive and demonstrating that you're a lifelong learner.
Exactly. Now, be prepared for a follow-up question.
Yeah.
Like, what's a recent technological advancement that's particularly exciting to you and why? This is your chance to geek out a little and showcase your passion for the field.
All right, question 6, and I think we can all relate to this one.
Okay.
How do you prioritize and manage multiple projects at once? The eternal struggle.
Haha.
Right.
This is where your organizational skills
Okay.
and ability to juggle competing demands
Right.
come into play.
Mm-hmm.
Outline your system.
Okay.
Do you use a specific project management methodology?
Uh-huh.
How do you determine priorities? How do you delegate tasks?
And remember, those concrete examples from your past experience are gold.
Yes.
Talk about a time you successfully managed multiple projects, highlighting the challenges and the strategies you employed to stay organized and on track.
Exactly. Now, be prepared for a curveball.
Okay.
Like, tell me about a time you had to adjust priorities due to unforeseen circumstances.
Ooh.
Flexibility and adaptability are key here.
Okay.
Describe the situation,
Right.
how you reassess priorities, communicated changes to your team, and ensured the most critical tasks were still completed.
Okay. Question 7.
All right.
How do you handle conflicts or disagreements within your team? Conflict resolution, essential in any leadership role, but especially in a high-pressure environment like chemical processing.
They're looking for your interpersonal skills
Okay.
and your ability to foster a positive and productive work environment.
Right.
Showcase your approach to conflict.
Okay.
Open communication, active listening, mediation.
Yeah.
Remember that social perceptiveness mentioned in the career guide.
Mm-hmm.
This is where it comes in handy.
So it's not just about resolving the conflict.
Right.
It's about understanding the underlying dynamics and building stronger relationships within the team.
Exactly. Now they might ask,
Okay.
tell me about a time you had to mediate a conflict between two team members.
Okay.
Focus on the process.
Okay.
Briefly describe the situation.
Yeah.
Then outline the steps you took to mediate the conflict.
Okay.
The strategies you used to encourage understanding and compromise, and the positive outcome you achieved.
All right. Almost there. Question 8.
Okay.
How do you ensure that your team meets production targets while maintaining quality standards?
Right.
The classic balancing acts of quantity versus quality.
Back to that core responsibility of a chemical processing supervisor.
Right.
Talk about your systems and strategies.
Okay.
Clear goals, regular feedback, quality control measures, key performance indicators.
The career guide stresses the importance of data analysis and continuous improvement.
Yes.
If you have experience with methodologies like Six Sigma or lean manufacturing, definitely mention those.
Absolutely. Show them you're not just meeting targets,
Right.
but constantly striving to improve the process.
Okay, don't brace yourself for a potential follow-up.
Yeah.
Like, describe a time when you had to implement a new process or technology to improve efficiency or quality.
Okay, last question for this section.
All right.
Can you describe a time when you had to implement a new process or technology in your chemical processing facility? Sounds like a test of your leadership and adaptability.
It is.
Right.
Implementing change can be challenging.
Yeah.
Walk them through a specific example,
Okay.
highlighting the new process or technology,
Uh-huh.
the reasons behind the change,
Uh-huh.
your implementation plan,
Yeah.
and any challenges you overcame.
And what kind of follow-up questions should I anticipate here?
They might ask, how did you get your team on board with the change?
Okay.
Or what were the key factors in the successful implementation of this new process?
Gotcha.
Be prepared to discuss your communication strategies,
Mm-hmm.
your training approach,
Yeah.
and your overall change management philosophy.
Wow, we've covered a lot of ground.
I'm feeling a lot more prepared to tackle those interview questions.
Good.
But before we wrap up this section, let's talk about how RoleCatcher can help us
Yes.
go from good answers to stellar answers.
I like it.
What do you think?
Great idea. RoleCatcher's AI can be a game changer
Okay.
when it comes to tailoring your responses and getting that extra edge. It really can. Imagine having a personal career coach
Oh, wow.
who analyzes the specific job description
Okay.
and highlights what skills and experiences you should emphasize.
Mm-hmm.
That's what RoleCatcher's AI does.
So it's like having a secret weapon in the interview game.
Exactly.
You're more guessing what the hiring manager wants to hear.
Yeah, it takes the guesswork out of tailoring your responses.
Okay.
For example, if the job description emphasizes experience with a particular type of chemical process
Mm-hmm.
or a specific safety certification,
Okay.
RoleCatcher's AI will flag those keywords
Gotcha.
and suggest ways to weave them into your answers.
It's like having a personalized cheat sheet for that specific interview.
And it gets even better.
Oh.
RoleCatcher also offers AI-powered feedback on your interview answers.
Wow.
Think of it as a mock interview
Okay.
with a virtual coach who can analyze your delivery,
Mm-hmm.
word choice, and even your body language if you're doing a video interview.
Wait, it analyzes body language too?
It does.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
I can see how that would be helpful.
Yeah.
Especially for those of us who might get a little, shall we say, enthusiastic with our hand gestures during interviews.
Yeah. It's all about finding that balance between passion and professionalism.
Right.
And RoleCatcher's AI can help you fine-tune those subtle cues.
Okay.
That can make all the difference.
So it's not just about what you say,
Right.
it's about how you say it.
Precisely.
Yeah.
It's those nonverbal cues,
Yeah.
your posture, your eye contact, your tone of voice that can convey confidence, competence,
Right.
and that all-important cultural fit.
It sounds like RoleCatcher is taking interview prep to a whole new level.
It really is. It's about empowering candidates to put their best foot forward
Okay.
and showcase their skills in a way that resonates with hiring managers.
So we've tackled those tough interview questions.
Yes.
And we've explored how RoleCatcher can help you craft winning answers.
Mm-hmm.
But before we wrap up this deep dive,
Okay.
let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture.
Yes.
Your career trajectory in the chemical industry.
Okay.
What are your thoughts?
This is where things get really interesting.
Okay.
The career guide from RoleCatcher doesn't just focus on the chemical processing supervisor role.
Right.
It opens up a whole world of possibilities within the chemical industry.
So even if this specific job isn't the perfect fit,
Right.
this deep dive has given us valuable insights into the field as a whole.
Exactly. They think of it as a springboard
Okay.
into a fulfilling and dynamic career path.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you're interested in pursuing a management role,
Cool.
like chemical production manager. Or perhaps you're drawn to the problem-solving and process improvement aspects of industrial engineering.
The possibilities are vast, and RoleCatcher can help you navigate those options,
It can.
identify the skills you need to develop,
Mm-hmm.
and even connect you with potential employers.
It's like having a personalized career compass,
Wow.
guiding you toward a path that aligns with your skills,
Hopefully.
interests, and aspirations.
All right, let's be realistic for a moment.
Okay.
The career guide does list some cons associated with this line of work.
Right.
We've already touched on the potential exposure to hazardous materials,
Mm.
but it also mentions long hours, shift work, and the pressure of meeting production targets.
It's true.
How do you weigh those factors against the potential rewards?
It's a matter of finding a balance that works for you.
Right.
Every career has its challenges and rewards.
Yeah.
The key is to be aware of the potential downsides
Okay.
and determine if there's something you're willing to navigate.
So if you're someone who thrives on challenge,
Mm-hmm.
enjoys problem solving,
Yeah.
and has a passion for the world of chemistry,
Right.
then the rewards of a career in chemical processing might outweigh the challenges.
Absolutely. It's about finding a career that aligns with your values,
Mm-hmm.
interests, and lifestyle preferences.
And speaking of values,
Yes.
the career guide emphasizes the importance of ethical considerations in the chemical industry.
Yes, it does.
Can you elaborate on that a bit?
Of course, the chemical industry plays a vital role in our modern world,
Right.
but it also comes with a responsibility to operate ethically and sustainably.
Mm-hmm.
Chemical processing supervisors are often at the forefront of ensuring that production processes adhere to environmental regulations,
Okay.
safety protocols, and ethical standards.
Gotcha.
It's a role that requires not just technical expertise,
Mm-hmm.
but also a strong moral compass.
So it's not just about making products.
Right.
It's about making a positive impact on the world.
Precisely.
Okay.
It's about understanding the implications of your work
Uh-huh.
and striving to create a better future for all.
Okay. That's pretty inspiring. We've covered a lot of ground today,
We have.
from tackling those tricky interview questions to exploring the broader landscape of the chemical industry.
Mm-hmm.
But before we wrap up this deep dive, let's leave our listeners with a final thought-provoking question.
I love it.
What do you think?
A little something to ponder as they embark on their career journey.
All right, here it is.
Okay.
We've talked about the technical skills,
Yes.
the leadership skills, and the ethical considerations involved in chemical processing.
Mm.
But what about the human element?
Okay.
How can you, as a future chemical processing supervisor, create a work environment that fosters not just productivity,
Right.
but also well-being,
Yes.
creativity, and a sense of purpose for your team?
That's a great question to leave our listeners with.
Right.
It's a reminder that at the heart of every successful operation are the people who make it happen.
And by focusing on creating a positive and supportive work environment,
Yes.
you can not only achieve those production targets,
Mhm.
but also inspire your team to reach their full potential.
It's a win-win for everyone involved.
Well said. I think we've given our listeners a lot to think about today.
I agree. They're well equipped to tackle that interview
Yeah.
and embark on a rewarding career journey in the chemical industry.
And if you're ready to take that next step,
Yes.
fire up RoleCatcher and explore the possibilities.
It's a great tool.
It's not just a job board. It's your personalized guide to navigating the chemical industry.
Exactly.
Well, there you have it.
Yes,
We unpacked the role of a chemical processing supervisor,
we did.
tackled those tough interview questions,
Mm-hmm.
and even explored how RoleCatcher can give you that extra edge.
It can.
In the interview process, I feel like we've covered everything but the lab coat.
I think so.
Right.
We've certainly given our listener a solid foundation to build on.
Yeah.
Remember, preparation is key.
Yes.
The more you practice, the more confident you'll be walking into that interview.
And even if this specific opportunity doesn't work out, the insights we've gained today
Mm-hmm.
are applicable across a wide range of roles in the chemical industry.
Exactly. The skills you've honed,
Right.
the knowledge you've acquired,
Yeah.
and the self-awareness you've gained
Mm-hmm.
will serve you well throughout your career journey.
So to our listener, we say, go forth and conquer that interview.
Yes.
And remember, the chemical industry is full of exciting possibilities just waiting to be discovered.
And with RoleCatcher as your guide, you're well equipped to navigate those possibilities and create a fulfilling and impactful career.
Well, that's it for today. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.